Evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're good. I can't believe I'm saying this. I hope you're well, which I hope you all are. Jeremy, it won't be a long one tonight. I've just seen your comment. I'm going to go again tomorrow. You can definitely come on tomorrow, buddy. I'm going to have people coming on tomorrow with me because we've now gone past the things. This is just going to be us having a chat like normal. I didn't know if I was going to do this one. I really didn't know what I was doing. So, Jeremy, I'll get you on tomorrow. We're going to go through the comments. I don't know how long. I don't know how long this will be. You would have realised that I left the word good out because there's nothing good about what we have seen today. The only good thing about today was that we were all here together till gone midnight. So we started the day, or my day, together, and your morning. I don't even know where we go from here. I don't even know where we go from here. We'll do some hellos. I'm going to have a rant. We're going to talk about what the heading says. Levy Out, ENIC Out, Springboard for success, lies, no investments, and most importantly, protests and boycotts. Don't know if people saw me on We Are Tottenham TV earlier. I know we get an audience from all around the world at this time. I don't know if people are in England that are on the chat that will be available. I will be back for my wisdom teeth around from the 15th to the 20th. I'll be back to about the 28th of October. And when I'm not recovering from the surgery, I pretty much plan to be at the training ground every single day, or twice a week, 3 times a week, depending on the people I can get. So if you can get to London, if you live in London, if you're not working or you can have a day off work, whatever, and you want to help or you want to be a part of the protest that I'll be spearheading, I'm going to see who else I can get to spearhead it with me. Please feel free to. But let's, first of all, there's already 70 of you in here. Let's just say hello to everyone quickly. Remco, yeah, I hope you haven't got your staff around you and it's you got headphones on, because your colleagues might think, what is this guy going on about and how mad is he? Because I am fuming. Yes, you're right, Curly buddy. Hey Terry, I hope you're good. Thanks to Frank, we won't be relegation. We will not be under relegation. And all I will say is thank God we do have Thomas Frank. Thank God he is here, because we got a coach that will develop players and make them play better and at least have a structure. Old regime, we would probably be doing exactly what you said. Beyond 72, buddy, I hope you're good and well. In Brian's voice, for God's sake, if you must be a Tottenham fan, get a hobby, a lovely wife or a cat, anything to take your mind off of this football club under goddamn Daniel Levy. Never have true words been spoken, buddy. I've already seen we've got 3 super chats. Let me just deal with them. Conan, thank you very much indeed, buddy. Prue. I mean, the fact with this deal, they even tried to put Richarlison in the deal so we could get... It was the shame that this club is shameless. Much love to you as well, buddy. Thank you very much indeed, Bill. Thank you very much indeed, all the way in Oz. Ethan, so I'm going to start. There's some people that know. I was waiting for it to get a bit more build up. I am trying to organise and coordinate, Ethan. I've said for a very, very, very long time that the North American fans, if they could get there and protest, they would. And that probably goes for fans from all different places around the world. Getting there on match day, when change for Spurs or anyone, or if I'm there and doing a training or any protest, not whether I'm there or not, it's very, very hard for people to book time off work, fly away, leave their families, or make it a family trip at great expense. And I know the Americans would protest. I know the Canadians would protest. I know other parts of the world. Well, I'm going to be arranging, I've been meaning to do this for ages, NFL HQ. is in America and places. You got Nike. I'm going to arrange when I go back, I'm going to bring back loads of change for Spurs banners, loads of them. And I will send them out to whoever wants them. And if you're going to an NFL match, take photos with them everywhere, get them in the stadium. Baseball, hockey, even though baseball and hockey has nothing to do with it, I'm going to get so many banners, scarves, whatever. There is so much we can do on this side of the pond. If people can organise in the Far East where AIA is, there are places that can be targeted because the gloves are off. The gloves are completely, totally, and utterly off. Where were we? You can't catch the show live. I've just WhatsApped you. We will speak tomorrow or Friday. I'm going to try, if anyone, and I do mean anyone, I might create a North American WhatsApp group for protesting. I'm going to put my email address in here again. I don't care. Anyone North America that wants to join, when I create it, a WhatsApp group for planned American protests, send me your number and your name. If it's a name, for example, the next comment I bring up, the great malware, but I don't know your full name. Obviously, just say who you are or add you to the group, because it's time for people all around the world to make their voices heard with this. In the famous words of DJ Khaled, another one only at Tottenham Hotspur, depressed, so done with this ownership. Frank will be just another victim. Yep. Levy Out from Ryan B. Jeremy, as I said, we'll get you on tomorrow. Big up, Simon. Big up, Angus. Big up to you. I hope your family and everything is good and well. Archer, big up to you. No, you're right, Tony. We're not well. I mean, exactly. Gamble Smurf 1. Jeremy, good. I've just seen wise brother. George, words simply can't fathom. All right, let's just pause it there for a second. Oh no, because I've just seen my good man jelly and ice cream. Oh dear, yep, fuming. Listen, the way I look at it, I've been coming on YouTube now for 5 years, but I've been leaving out for 17. Ever since I started doing this, mainly with Stelios, and then obviously meeting those. Stelios and I knew each other. People know me and Stel have known each other for 35 years. And when he went to uni and I went wherever, we lost connection with each other, but we reconnected by going mad at Levy in Facebook groups. I did the training. I've kept my message the whole way. I mean, this summer I tried to believe because of the investment. Nothing to do with Levy. Change at board. The manager I wanted, huge staff, all the name. I actually dared to believe, and I thought, you know what? This year I want to be different and talk about the football a lot more, like what we're doing yesterday, dreaming of transfers that a big club should do, getting deals done quickly, like a big club would do, not haggling over. Look at it. Arsenal lost Havertz today. They've got the player we spent over a week by ourselves trying to get. I am raging. I am absolutely raging. Godspeed, buddy. And straight back to you. Appreciate you too, as buddy. This is a shambles of epic proportions. Calendar, that's one way of putting it. He's an absolute wanker. And I dare you, Daniel Levy. I double dare you. Put on a fans forum now. And let them ask you questions. And let the people in that will ask you the hard-hitting questions, because you're an absolute disgrace. And do you know what, Jan? The thing about this as well, buddy, the worst thing about this as well is we've been getting banter, rightfully so. Any Arsenal fan that I come down to, Chelsea, whatever, banter us, I'll take it. We'd be exactly the same. We deserve it. We fucking deserve it. Because we'd do exactly the same. They've gone in an afternoon, or it might have been evening your time, afternoon your time and done what was needed, like a big club does. Not at the moment, Tony. I don't think he says, hoping it won't be a 3-hour one, but you never know. You never know, because you know what it is as well. And one of the reasons I wanted to do it, Tony, I can't remember exactly where you are in the world, Tony. There are a lot of fans, and the reason that I do this late night stream as well is because there are a lot of fans that want to watch Tottenham Hotspur content and be a part of the chat, be a part of the discussion, have their comments heard, but always having to play catch up and watch, let's just say, for example, We Are Tottenham TV, Last Word on Spurs, Tottenham Away, whoever it may be. They're always playing it on catch up and can't be a part of it. So I should be going to bed. Levy's given me an adrenaline rush of anger. So yeah, I know I should probably be going to bed, buddy. I can't remember where you are in the world, Tony, but it's I need to do this one, because you know what would happen as well, Tony? You know, when sometimes when you go to bed and you're just so angry you can't sleep. I'd probably be laying down so angry, and I would be like, I probably should have bloody streamed. Big up Brian for getting the live tonight. Yeah, look, I got about 2.5 hours sleep, if that. It's good times. That's a lay-in for me, mate. Marcus, mate. Do you know what it is? We all love this football club. We all love this football club. Oh, I forgot to mention what I was saying with the fans that might come in and banter us in this chat right here, right now. And if they do, don't give back. We deserve it. We got nothing to say. But the worst thing is, we have fans that literally celebrate and cheer and mock us. Yet we have our very own fans. I've been told to go support a new club. I've been told, what the fuck are you to do boycotting? All you do is live in Canada and moan. I'm like, sorry, have I attended protests? Have I led protests? Have I refused to go? We have our fan base that stand by this and allow this to happen. Rich, big up to you, buddy. This is, I mean, it's got to be one of them, hasn't it? It's got to be one of them. We're talking on We Are Tottenham TV, and it's like you look at this, and obviously Judas. Then look at Willian, Dybala, Eze, Gibbs, White. Only Tottenham this season, we can pay a a release fee and not get the deal done. And here we go. And we can come second in a one-horse race. And people think we're against Savinho. I actually dared to believe. We've got some more super chats to just quickly go through. Slyman, big up to you, buddy. Slyman91. Big up, Brian. I honestly laughed when I heard the news. Haven't bought merchandise in years. Yeah, mate, do you know what? I'm like you, buddy. Thank you for the super chat. I said, that's it. I'm not spending another penny. From what became the summer of the season, we signed no one. And within that, Slyman and everyone, I actually had to break a family tradition. The uncle always bought the niece or nephew their very first, like when they were born, they had a Spurs baby grow, bang. My sister's got 5 kids. 3 of them had that. And then my Levy Out and Boycott of spending any money. And I could not get the 2 youngest ones, their Spurs baby grow. So I had to break a family tradition, because I stand by what I say with this. And this is it. This is the only way now, people, they're going to listen. This is the only way. If you can, don't buy things in the shop. If you go into the stadium, don't buy any food or drink. If you go, or if you're I've got a mate, and listen, he can afford to, so it's not an issue. He's like, that's it. I'm not going in this season. I'm going to keep my season ticket because my love of the club, and hopefully they'll fuck off sometime soon. But he's not putting his ticket on the exchange. And like I said, there are people that can financially viably do it. And there are people that, listen, I understand it. Tottenham is your get out. You work damn hard all week. Do you know what? I'm going to quickly come back. Before I go back to Slyman's super chat and the other super chats, let me first of all start where we were. Where were we? We were at Rich's. Let me just start Rich's. Just quickly, yes or no? And this is only, and I do mean only, if you go to the game. So don't say yes or no. If you have a season ticket at the game, if you have a season ticket at Spurs, just yes or no if you have one. And NA, obviously, if you don't. If there was a planned boycott for one game, not like an Arsenal, a Filth or whatever, but a Category C, which is the cheapest. If you had a season ticket, would you be prepared to boycott it for one game and not set it on the exchange? But only if you have got a season ticket. So just yes, no, NA. So far we've got loads of NAs. We've got a yes from Big Country Chris. So there's one. Because I think, well done, hello. I had a season ticket holder for 10 years. I had it for the first 3 years of Levy. Yeah, there's a lot of NA, but I'm trying to work out because it's now time for battle. It is now time for battle, people. I don't know what Change for Spurs are doing, but I'm sure they'll be doing something. They'll take a moment to think what's next. But we've got to do something, people. Right, let's get back to the super chats before we carry on. Conan, thanks again for the super chat, buddy. Who do we lose out on next? Savinho. And the worst thing is if we end up with El Canous, so they were going to get El Canous as a replacement, but now that if we go and hijack Crystal Palace because Crystal Palace sold our player, I was done for the day. Yeah, I was the day he said Martignol, but I understand with people. And thank you, Pavan, for the super chat. Got a few Canadians in here. Fantastic. I get it. We need. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. Right, let's carry on. Big up, Spurs Patriots. Big up. Need to vote with our feet and dollars, pounds, euros by not giving them until there is change. It's the only way. It is the only way. I go back to the Aston Villa. Was it Aston Villa? No, Crystal Palace with Eze, funnily enough. When Change for Spurs wanted to do that 5-minute, don't go into the stands at the second half. They're like, oh no, we've got to support the team. We've got to do that. 2-0 down and thousands left before the final whistle. But you say support the team. There needs to do it. Man City did it, didn't they, for the first 10 minutes? We can't just listen. The thing is, if you say boycott, you don't know if a lot of people will do it. And if it's planned and there's not a lot of people there, then it looks silly. That's why you got to start with a walk in or walk out, in my opinion, to gauge. I mean, I know a lot of people that will boycott a game, but I don't know how big it will be. When your method is slow in the transfer window, that's Levy Out. You're so spot on. By the way, there is no big six. There is no big six. It is a big five plus one side piece that just acts like the wingman that wants to be there. Jeremy, I could not put it better myself. That's what they are. How can we go from it, people, where we went into this? We ended this stream yesterday thinking, do we get the Here We Go today? Do we get it? Then we heard, and I've done a couple of streams this morning. I didn't even think the Havertz problem was an issue. The injury. How stupid of me. How stupid of me. Yep, here's, I don't even know, people. There's 160 of you in here already, so thank you very much indeed. Again, if you do get the opportunity to like and subscribe, please do. Today is not about that. If you can, yada, yada, yada. I just don't understand how many times we have to go through this. We are now within the season. We have Manchester City. Cuti Romero signs a contract yesterday. And you would have thought if he had signed it, he must have been given assurances. Well, within 24 hours, or just over 24 hours, fucked. Absolutely fucked. And I do, people, there may be, oh, mate, Kenneth, I hope you're good, buddy. This is the worst. I mean, we've had some. We can't even sell players. We can't bring players in. We can't get them out. God knows what this guy does. Tottenham, do you remember we had Todd Klein for the naming rights? We had the guy that brokered most of the American stadiums for NFL and all the arenas. The creme de la creme was here for 4 years, or 3 or 4 years, nothing. And then left to go to Chelsea, like Arneson did. Just got another super chat. Let me just quickly go to that one. I've got a couple. Sorry, one of them was there. And sorry, I left Cameron Boggs out. Club are making season ticket holders utilise their seat. Someone to attend 15 out of 19 home games. Other seat. This is how they are slippery. They put all these rules in like this. They put all the. Thanks for the super chat and the info, Carmelo. This football club is a goddamn disgrace. This goddamn football club is nothing short of a goddamn disgrace. I'm sure. Yeah, listen, we'll deal with that and talk with that another day, Angus. But like I said, banter. We deserve it. We're not gonna know. I mean, where can we go? What can we actually do? People are saying go for Morgan Rogers. Sure, yeah, because we're going to pay that money. We'll pay the wages. Villa will want to sell him. Villa will know. What you got to do is piss around with Levy. He now gets outschooled and outthought by Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest. The guy that's going to be the biggest bitch in the yard, sorry, the biggest bully in the yard, has become the biggest bitch in the yard. That Gary Neville interview with I don't get involved in transfers and the manager gets, we do everything we can to try and give the manager what he needs. How long ago was that? Last Monday. No, 2 Mondays ago. Worked well, didn't it? I don't know how he survives it, Marcus. I don't know how this man survives it. I have to say thank you, people. The super chats are raining again, and we do appreciate them. Where were we? There you go. Yeah, that one is exactly. Do you know what? 27 minutes of a 35-minute interview, giving basically a virtual tour of the stadium. Show how embarrassing. He showed Harry Kane's box that they've kept as some kind of shrine to him. As you know, I went on We Are Tottenham TV and ripped it to pieces, and I got some real bad press or comments. I was like, do you know what? Whatever. I stand right again. We all do. We all do, people, not just me. Tyler, big up to you, buddy. Anyone here from Central Florida, I want to set up a protest. Listen, Tyler, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to put my email address in the chat. If anyone, because I am going to start arranging big time, if anyone wants to help coordinate with me, if anyone in North America wants to be a part of something where we can focus. I mean, Tyler, while also, wait, let me do the super chat. Let's go through these super chats. And then I'm going to skip down to the bottom. Don't worry, we're going to go through the comments. Malware Buddy, thank you very much indeed, brother. Perfect summer for Levy. Oblivious fans will cheer over how he tried and was ambitious and just didn't work despite his best efforts. Meanwhile, he's sitting around ecstatic over all the money he has saved. And don't forget, please don't forget that when he gets his bonus in April for winning the Europa League, for the hotel, for the towers, for the 30 events, we're getting a nice little bonus. I'm waiting to see the trust come out with their obligatory. We're going to send a strongly worded email, as they always do. People in, I've gone right down. I'm going right down to the bottom, but I'll go back up to the top as well. People of America, where are places affiliated with Nike? I know Nike's HQ is Oregon. Do they have others? I know the NFL, I think they've got multiple offices, haven't they? You got Tavistock, like like, oh, I forgot the name. Let me just quickly go back in. I knew it was Tyler as well. Like Tyler said in Florida, there's got to be multiple places in the States, and Nike have got to have Nike towns like we have in Oxford Street, London. NFL stadiums. If you go to, if any of you here go to NFL games, reach out to me and let me know. Reach out and let me know. I will just quickly say, if we all know this is happening, don't we? We all know this is happening. The one player that we all knew we were linked heavily with at the beginning will end up with right at the end. Right at the end. And this is how it will go. This is how it will go. I want to get back to people's comments because I want to make sure everyone gets their things. Like I said, I have no idea how long tonight's going to be. Haven't started yawning. I'm very pissed off. I can see there's over 200 of you in here. So I'm going to give, like I said, I do this because a lot of you can't join the streams when we're going live normally. And I want to make sure that everyone obviously can get their stuff out. Contract will be ready to sign in approximately 18 to 24 business months. Yep. Scott, 1-1. 1-1. You and I can no longer talk about transfers. No more. No more. No, let's not go that far. But like I said, I'll be at the training ground. People know what I've done. And others. Listen, I don't do this alone. I've just been someone that has a platform that can shout, rant, rave, like others. Like last ball of Spurs. Tottenham, listen, I will always mention Tottenham away with this. My founding channel is still, like I said, a couple of others. And they've always been on the like we have when it comes to this ownership, and never wavered. Never wavered. But now it's we've all got to come together and sort this. If Levy pulled out a crazy one and said, "Yeah, no, not for me. Not for me." And the reason I say not for me is because now we're panic buying. Now we're panic buying. You imagine how Liao and Omar will feel now that they've gone for Gibbs White, they've gone for this one, they've gone for Savinho, and been played by bitches. We have been played. There is nothing that can be done. There is nothing that can be done to salvage this, in my opinion. For other people, it may be, but for me, we are playing goddamn catch-up. That's all it is. Goddamn catch-up, panic buying, once again, scattergun approach, doing what we do best. Doing what we do best. Got another couple of super chats to just quickly get through. Michael Hellman, big up to you, buddy, once again. Well, all kind of new, the slip slope verbiage from Fabrizio, anti-Spurs. Romano invited a transfer hijack. For fuck's sake, this club takes 1 year of years of one's life. Yes, you're spot on, Michael. You're spot on. And a new big up. Don't care if Eze doesn't want to play for us, but we have to sign Morgan Rogers or break the bank and get a marquee signing. Xavi Simons won't come. We won't pay 60 million. We tried to save 5 million by going on the by waiting for his blooming release fee to go. Waiting for his goddamn release fee to go. We won't pay we won't go for anyone of that magnitude. We just won't. And if they will, they'll just drag it out like this one. You got to remember now, it is the 20th. Monday week, the transfer window closes. We have wasted what? Let's see. Of this transfer window, the transfer window is what? Open June, July, August. So you got 12 weeks. 12 weeks. 2 weeks to sack Ange. 2 weeks to hire Frank. So we're up to 4 already. 7 weeks of the window. Fucked if you add the 3 for Morgan Gibbs White. Another week and a bit. We have wasted over 8 weeks of a 12-week window. Nottingham Forest have got to sign 5 players since the Gibbs White deal. ones we were linked with as well. And they've actually bought very, very well. This football club is a disgrace. Oh, sorry, this business club. This business club. We don't have time to get any of Eze's or Savio's level. Yep. We're now just playing catch up once again. Sick of the excuses, window after window, land on vacation, doddering over payment structures, absolutely humiliating. Watching this group, yeah. I mean, seriously, anyone now thinking any transfer we go in for is actually going to come off if they're of a calibre, forget it. Paratici was at bloody Palace, wasn't he? He was at Palace Chelsea. He was there. Yeah, this is the other thing. Only Tottenham will try and get a player, but to entice the player and get the deal going quicker, we will loan the person we haven't officially given a title to get him to do the work so he can get sold to Arsenal. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. No one fears us anymore. Look at imagine Spurs, and the only because it was better. Imagine Spurs went for Semenyo. Bournemouth have sold to Real Madrid, Liverpool, Paris Saint-Germain. They don't need that. They'll just name the price. They'll say we don't need to sell him. We're Bournemouth. We are Bournemouth, and it's no disrespect to Bournemouth. They're an incredibly run football club. Have absolutely no revenue near us. Have obviously the stadium. Our stadium dwarfs it. But Bournemouth would hold us to ransom. Who do you think we sign? Do you know what? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Even if we go get Paz, who looks like a good player at Como, he's 21, 20 years old. We'll sign a player for big money on low wages. Big up, Kit. Big up, buddy. Big up, Kit. Love this man. Everyone, give us if you get a chance. Though, if you watch the Hotspur guy, top guy. Yeah, look, I'm actually unsurprised, Brian. The deal has been here we go since last summer, even the summer before when we were looking at Maddison. But yeah, thank God, mate. Honestly, he is the saving grace. He is the saving grace. Big up, Jess. Big up. I hope you're okay. You know what? They went and got Dominic Calvert. I mean, we're joking, but obviously we didn't want Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Leeds have gone and done business. We just cannot do anything. And it's going to happen again. And this year, when the competition is fierce, J-Pax, let's be honest, Levy, but do you know what? He has got to. Manchester City, I know for a fact the away fans will be screaming Levy out. They will be screaming it. At Bournemouth, the ground either needs to be empty, which it won't be, but those songs need to be sung non-stop. When he got booed against Brighton, which was the greatest thing of that day, he needs to be told. And the sad thing is, this man will walk into the stadium bold as brass, thinking he's the man. We'll get another video out. He'll get Vinay out. I mean, yep, we are a Kudus injury. I wouldn't go as far. I still don't think bottom half. I will say I still don't think we're in bottom half. I still don't think. But Kudus is going to have so much to do this season. So much. Yeah, mate, that's mate. I was at 80%. I believe the hype. Me of all people. Me of all people. Do you know what? That's what's got me as well. Me of all people. But it was the Thomas Frank thing. It was all to do with Frank and the investment. Frank, do you know what? Frank's been fucked over, like every other manager. Hayden, Scotland Yard boy, I hope you're good. Yeah, listen, I don't know if I'm going to see you. Love you too, brother. Love you too. I don't know if I'm going to see you at the Scotland. I will be at the Scotland Yard for Man City. I'll be at the Scotland Yard for Bournemouth. Hope to see you there, buddy. Hope to see you there. Met this wonderful gentleman at the PSG game at the Yard. But yeah, I believed it, and I apologise, people. Do you know what? I feel I need to apologise. actually being positive. It's mad, isn't it? I took not my eye fully off the ball. I just got heavily invested with Frank, which I am and will be, but my eyes are firmly back on the prize. If you can call him the prize. Big up, Wolfsy. Big up to you. I hope you're good. Archer might cost us a few league positions. Levy and certainly gives us a lot less chance of European football and not good enough for Champions. Mate, we've got do you remember? We need Champions League money. We need Champions League revenue to pay the wages, and we need Champions League football to attract the elite stars. And people swallow it. People buy it. Mr. Rodney Trotter, I think we know who the biggest dipstick is in the Spurs community, and let's just say he's a chairman of a football club. Yeah, Richie must be feeling, after his start and what he's been doing, how mad is it? How mad is it that he was even put in so we could get Wissa, who, by the way, wants Newcastle. So we were going to offer Richarlison to Crystal Palace so we could go for Wissa, even though his heart is in Newcastle. Could you imagine if that had gone through and we'd lost? Richarlison must feel... I don't even know what to say. Ashley, big up to you. Levy Out, ENIC Out, all day, every single day of the week. Desperate, yep. So, Desperate Dan strikes again. Levy, fuck off. Yep. Turns out Palace, Arsenal and Palace had an agreement for 10 days ago. Parish wanted the release fee. Do you know, this is a thing. Look, James Maddison got his injury, as we know, on Sonny's last game. And it was a bad one. Then it got announced it was the ACL before the Bayern Munich game, which still gave us 6 days before the first game of the season to try and get this done. And then another 3 days before the Premier League starts. Yet here we are. Here we are. Who does this? What football team does this? A football team tries to strengthen and support and help your manager. If you're a Spurs fan, you need mate, honestly, if I was still drinking, I'd be on a bender right now. Thank God I don't want to drink or whatever. I would be on an absolute bender right now. We've got some more super chats. Let me just quickly get through. Vinay vibes are fucking shattered. They are, Michael. They are. What's he doing? Apart from, obviously, we're doing more interviews and the media aspect, which is what his forte is. Mid-table is the new top 4. Relax, y'all. We are here. Marinakis, mate. Marinakis was right not to sell to Morgan Gibbs. Do you know what? After the Burnley game, we were all saying Morgan Gibbs White must be looking at us thinking, my God, I wish I was there, with the rumours of Eze and whatever. Do you reckon, Michael? You'd want to think so. The way Frank's been talking about him as well. The guy, we needed to do at least a 10-minute protest after kickoff. Spread the word. Look, I've been tweeting lots of things. I have tweeted there's a planned 10-minute thing. I can't remember if it's second half, before the game, whatever it is. There's going to be a load of things with people throwing things to try and organise things. We have to get behind it and support it. Obviously, Change for Spurs will get the biggest airwaves. It will get the biggest reach. But if you have any ideas, mention them to Change for Spurs. Tweet them, social media, email them. I'm in touch with a few of them. So if you got my number, send it to me. Much love on that. Yeah, mate, honestly, I'm actually, do you know what? Things work in mysterious ways. I'm actually lucky and happy that I've got this issue, that I can't get it done here, that I've got to go back to England. It could take up to 5 weeks, what with the assessment, the surgery, the recovery, and it gives me my chance to come over and do what I do and support everyone that is doing everything. Anub's come in with another one. Thank you, buddy. The best way to protest is to coordinate with season ticket holders to boycott the home and away games. Far better than holding placard. Look, the main thing with it, Anoop, it does send a lot of a message, but we also had, where is it? I think it was a super chat from, where is it? I'm sure it was a super chat. But there is somewhere, no, it wasn't a super chat, where if you, it's got to be coordinated. If you don't use your seat for a certain amount of games, your season ticket will get taken. They've got people on a string. Give me something positive, Brian, because we such as heck need it. Big ups to the channel. We grieve together once again. This is shambolic. It is shambolic. This is, I normally open it up and say the Frank therapy session is open. This is a place for, this is the rage session. This is the rage session that we are going through right now. Lisa, no place I'd rather be. Why did this one cut harder than it should? I'm so fed up. Really affecting me this hard. It's what we have come to expect with this football club. Every time there's a ray of sunshine. And you know what? You think with the trophy, and we were all saying he saw that parade. You'd think someone would see it, wouldn't you? You'd really think someone would see it and say, do you know what? Let's build from here. But oh no. Joshua, big up, buddy. Today is absolutely awful. But as I think about it, I'm not upset that we lost SA. If he wants to play for Arsenal, look, this Joshua, you're right. He's an Arsenal fan. And once Arsenal came in, but if we had done this quicker, he had agreed to Tottenham. But no, we had to mess about. If Simon Jordan Parish was mucking about with the bonuses or whatever, we desperately needed the player. Just bloody well pay him. If we had paid the release fee on time rather than trying to haggle it lower, we could have had it before Arsenal. He had agreed to come to Tottenham because Arsenal were out of the race. Spread the word stands for Bournemouth. Yeah, trust me, that guy. I will be spreading the word. My Twitter will be dominated. My social media will be dominated with spreading the word. Fuck transfer speculation or anything like that. I can do that. Arizona card. Ethan messaged me. Has anyone sent me an email? Because I did put my. Let's see if any emails have come in. Yep, I've got one. I've got one already. Which is fantastic. Let me just refresh. Yeah, I've got one already. So I'll be in touch. But if you could do it, anyone near an American football team, whether it's an American football team, American football is going to have the biggest pull for obvious reasons. American football, baseball, hockey, MLS, anything. Big up, Bill. Big up, Bill. And big up everyone in England or where it's stupid o'clock in the morning, because it is now what? 2:30 in the morning. 2:30 in the morning. Another shit season on the cards. Levy, Guna, Hunt, Gal of our once beloved club. Listen, it's always our beloved club. It's always going to be our beloved club, but they have turned this into a business. Like, look, listen, all football clubs are a business now, but you look at other football clubs that see the best financial reward is doing it on the pitch. If only, buddy. If only. If you're a Guna or whoever you are, mate, we deserve it. I will lap up all the banter. I will lap up all the banter because there's Spurs fans that will sit here and defend Levy and go, oh, yeah, well, look at the money in it. But we deserve it. We deserve it. And the thing is, people that do come on YouTube or have a presence become a target. So I run my mouth when I tend to, and I've always said if I'm man enough to give it, I've got to be man enough to take it. And we need to take our lumps right now, all because of a degenerate owner. Sadly, we know there is no help from any Scottish expats living in. I just got that. Ryan, we go for Eze nearly 3 weeks to get this deal done. Fabio helps Palace find replacements for Eze. Close to agreeing deal in El Canous for Palace. He was the alternative for Eze, this football club. I mean, I don't even know what more you can say to that. Mate, so you were 6 watching Italian 90. I was 11. And you chose because of Gazza. Yeah. Do you know what? Back then it wouldn't have been, mate. This is the thing, Steve. Back then we attracted the Gary Linekers. Back then we attracted the Paul Gascoignes, the up-and-coming talent. We Jurgen Klinsmann's. Look at our illustrious past of players we have actually got. Eric, if that was talking about the American football teams, if people, you will see at the beginning of this, if you watch this on playback or look at it. In fact, I'm going to just keep putting it in. I'm just going to keep putting my email in there. So if anyone has joined and lives in North America and want to help or join a WhatsApp group, I am going to create for protests in North America. And Scott, I don't know if we have any Nike Canadian head offices or any Canadians here. Where were we? In Ferguson. Abby and Brian, yeah, I've got your details. No worries at all, brother. Dan. Listen, I saw your WhatsApp. I'm just literally going through the comments. I'm going to listen, next week's going to be a big week with me getting people on. It's been a long time since you've been on the channel, so we'll get you on. But it's time to get the war paint on. Yeah, that's it. The Filth, the proper football club. There's us going on about their trophies, which we've got now, and we've got the upper hand on them, but acting like a football club. Backing a manager. Adam, big up to you. If we don't sign quality players in the remaining transfer window, I will have to stop watching us until the ball forward is gone. Yeah, Joe, I can't not watch them. I can't not watch them. I at one point before COVID, I almost did. At one point before COVID, I almost did, Adam. But I know where you're coming from. James, big up to you. We move forward, I guess, but we have to keep our foot on Daniel Levy's neck. Daniel Levy out. Correct. I mean, the pressure the pressure's got. We've got to. I just hope Bournemouth is what? Is it next Saturday or is it? Let's have a look. Is it next Saturday or next Sunday? Spurs fixtures. So we've got Bournemouth on the 30th. So it's a Saturday, 10 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Saturday, 3 o'clock. We got to go hell for leather. Hell for goddamn leather. With it. Terry's back in. We need to get. Yeah, do you know what? Do you know what the worst thing about that is? The value of the club will go down, and then they'll do everything to get it back up and get them Premier League revenue. I don't even think they'd leave with that. It needs to get so toxic. Daryl, listen. If you're seriously planning on going, I'll be there from around September the 18th, from October to October the 28th. If anyone does plan, I mean, obviously that is a big, bold statement to come from Oz. But we need to come together. Oh, if only. Mate, spiritual, you can keep coming with it. Look, bring it on. We deserve it. I hope you go onto all Spurs channels and rub it in, and you watch this spineless, weak, toothless fan base, not the people in here, the people that back this and condone this. They're actually defending Daniel Levy, whilst our rivals mock us and laugh. They're not coming. Yep, we've been singing it for, mate. Who gives a box to their family of a player that doesn't play for them 2 years in a row in a chance to woo them and get them to the club and romance them, and then loses them? And did you hear? I can't remember who said it. There was obviously it's IT case. One of them said Tottenham got wary and feared that they weren't the only ones in the race today. Well, surely if that happens, you move and get ahead of your rivals. We just get gazumped. I will stay north. Listen, Gavin's moment. I have a mate, and I don't know if he's in here. Jonas. This is how incredible. When I was there to Conte, when we were outside the shop, club shop every week, I had a guy that came into Tottenham on tour and put in a YouTube comment afterwards and said, "Brian, when's the next protest? I'm coming from Finland." And I said, whatever game it was, I can't remember. He goes, okay. A week later, he goes, Brian, I booked my ticket. I'll see you there. He flew in from Finland, 4 protests on 4 weekends so he could protest with us. And that's when we would hardly get 150 people. But the 62,000 people going into that stadium, nope. What can we say? I have been saying this for years. Nothing will change with ENIC. But like a lot of us get suckered into this, this time is different. What I will say, Kip, do you know what? Like I said, don't feel like a dickhead. Don't feel like a dickhead. Because you know what it is? People like yourself, good people like yourself will come out and say, do you know what? I tried. There's so many people that were pro-Levy and used to have a go at me. And then when they've had that final straw that broke the camel's back, the eureka moment, they've come and said, but a lot of people come and say, Brian, I'm so sorry for having a go at you. I'm exactly where you are now. I've had that moment. And it's people like yourself, Kip, that turn around and go, do you know what? I fell for it, but that's it. Done. That's the most important thing. Don't feel like a right dickhead, buddy. Never, ever feel like that because of one prick has made you feel that way. This is the thing now. Now, it's good people like yourself that then say, right, I want to make a difference. Whether you live London, go to the games. Just thought, I mean, did you see the other day that, was it this week, they brought out their lifestyle range? And people were like, well, can you tell us about Eze's lifestyle? And here we are. King Casino, big up to you. Chelsea fan, see, comes in. Hello, mate. Respectful. If you've come to banter as well, buddy, fire away. Fire away. We deserve it. We're our own worst enemies. We have been well and truly played by Eze and his rep. I don't even know if it's with Eze and his rep. Bill, the deal was there. Yes, he kind of wanted Arsenal technically, but it was a one-horse race. Verbally agreed, deal done. But then it was the bonuses and how they got paid. And then, I mean, who knows? If Havertz hadn't got injured, would this have happened? Would have Arsenal have impacted so quickly? We heard Daniel Levy, they were moving it about and he was furious. Well, just pay the money. Yeah, but listen, it's very... Obviously, we live in a time now with DHgate and everything like that, so you can buy it, or... I don't know how much it works out if you go to JJB Sports or Footlook or whatever the sports shops you got in your... I don't know what percentage of it they get from there. But that club, you watch, if the Bournemouth game, the queues for that club shop are what they are, then we're fighting a losing battle, which I'll never give up. I will never, ever give up. I'd rather die saying I tried than carry on and do nothing. And the grief that comes my way or anyone's way, we'll all shoulder it together. The one player, exactly. The one player, Tony, the one player that would have united us. How we let this happen twice in what, 4 weeks? 4 weeks we've allowed this to happen. Just got another super chat to deal with, so I will always deal with them priority one because they have donated. Excuse me. Oh wait a minute, we got a few. Sorry, I do apologize. We got a few. So where was the last one I did? So Levy's dictatorship. How do we get rid? Hung Diddley, this is what a name. Hung Diddley, this is what we're here to talk about. We've done the protests. They haven't been well attended apart from the 2 from Change for Spurs. I've tried the training ground with others. There needs to be constant chanting. There needs to be constant chanting. If that stadium is packed on Bournemouth, then the chanting needs to be relentless. Like non-stop relentless. And I'm sick and tired. I had a few people go, yeah, but if you don't go to the ground or you're singing anti-Levy songs, you're not supporting the team, and the players who feel it, they're professionals. They know it's got nothing to do with them. We support them, but you cannot just keep going in and thinking this man is going to change and do nothing and just sit there and just clap what's going on. Michael, big up to you again. Oh, mate, can you imagine? I feel so sorry for Thomas Frank. I feel so sorry for that man right now. This transfer window, mate, we regret to inform you after a final interview. No, mate, do you know what? This window has been so bad, I'm actually saying it's a worse window than when we signed nobody. Because we didn't have the embarrassment of where we are now. We did not have the embarrassment. We didn't sign anyone. It was like, okay, well, come on, you got to sign someone. Well, we were never really in for anyone. It was annoying and embarrassing we didn't sign anyone. This has been an absolute clusterfuck. An absolute clusterfuck. We'll get BC rated signings at the end of the window. Yep, that's what it'll be. Then Vinay, I tell you what, I said, well, once we saw, and this is the best thing, remember, once Vinay and Daniel had that lovely loving, talking about their red wine and all their bullshit slogans, we all said that those words are either going to be honoured or the window will close and it will come back to bite him on the arse. I think we know which one it's going to be doing. Mad how we tried to believe again after so many years of pain. The ball didn't dry though. No, he just doesn't. We try and do the best for our team. 1974. Arteta will stokify as he now. Can he take a long throw? Mate, November they're just supporting a team shouldn't bring hate in my heart. Tony, do you know what? This is the thing. We should be loving. Well, listen, no. We all love our football club. But I don't know another football team like it where they have this year in, year out and have to deal with this and go through with this and have to take this crap to hear the lies all over again. I actually think they dropped out, Big Chris. They had officially dropped out. Obviously, I can't confirm it 100%. We'll never know. Eze deal, big up headaches. Eze deal should have been done in July. Same old Levy. Yep, it should have done. And then we've got one from Throw Away Rizze. Ben Daniel loves this guy and talks about him. I can't see us buying him. I can't see us getting someone out of Paris Saint-Germain. I cannot see us getting a guy out of Paris Saint-Germain. I just can't see it, unfortunately. Yep, Charlie. Can run a post. Listen, I don't trust Daniel Levy to tell me the time. Might forgive if we get... Yeah, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Any transfer deal that goes through now or that we're linked with, my percentage of it going through is 0. Absolute 0. Oh, mate, could you imagine, Rodney? Could you imagine if that wasn't the case and we got played? Yeah, it won't happen, buddy. Either, man. You're just waking up. Yeah. Let's just say once again, Spurs are the butt of all jokes. We are the butt of all jokes, ladies and gentlemen. The one player that United. Yep. Big rant incoming. Yeah, listen, do you know what? I'm letting the dust. People remember, I can't remember when it was. Let me just quickly go. It's our biggest ever show when I read a script. Or sorry, I got a script read out via ChatGPT, but I gave them all the information. I read it out. Let's just see. I want to find that video. So I did that 3 weeks ago. And it's our biggest video on 8,500 views. That isn't a short from the game or something. I'll be doing another one of them. I I don't want to be seen shouting, screaming, effing, blinding, because right now what we need is sensible talk, Brandon. And when I start doing that and getting irate, I lose the the manner of getting it across. I don't want to come across off as just a loud, like I did when I first came on. I now do things structured. After a match and after when this first moment hit, it really hit me. Ben and Simeon wanted me to come on about 20, 30 minutes before I did. I was like, not a goddamn chance. I was absolutely fuming. I think, look, I don't understand how his job is even, it's untenable. It's untenable. He does not represent this football club on the football side. He can't get deals done. He won't pay for deals done. He won't pay the wages. And before people say Romero's got the wage bill, the new record, yeah, well, we've lost Son. We lost Werner, thank God. The money is there. And all we've done is put one player, rightfully so, up there. We're just, yep. What a cowardly little pathetic excuse for so-called football chairman. Yeah. I'd love him to call a fans forum and say, change for Spurs. You're coming in. Remember, I said it as well, and I said it when Vinay did the interview, and he goes, we're meeting with the trust, we're meeting with this one, that one, whatever. Then it got, I said, why didn't they, I said, they should have said change for Spurs. If they were listening, he goes, I want to listen to all fan groups. Don't talk to the trust. Don't talk to the fab. Go talk to the people that are making the biggest, the ones that you need to listen to. I think it's one of those situations where I'm not here. I'm sure I'll get the credit. Oh, yeah. Do you remember that? Do you remember the balls this man has and the ego this man has to say that? The significant, Joe, like I said, I said it earlier on stage, Eze, the deal collapsed, not with Arsenal, whether it been Parish or Levy moving the goalpost. Okay, frustrating, annoying, anger at Levy and Parish. Losing to your number one rivals, well, that's something completely different. And you just know there will be an Eze song about us. Okay, oh, you're from the Netherlands. Okay. Roka, I'm mainly doing it for North America, but did you see my email? If you email me with your name and your number, we will speak because there'll be I don't know how easy it is for you to get to London. I know the distance. Obviously, it's a very short flight, but there will be, sir. Even if you're in Europe, just send me. I'm going to put my email address in one more time because there's many people. I am going to try and get a group coordinated. There you go. There's my email address again. Send me a message, Remco. Yeah, we have to. We have to. I can't see any other way, ladies and gentlemen, that are in here. And there's 259 of you in here with us. So thank you very much for being with us right now as we are going through one of the most embarrassing days of this ownership. I'm with you. Need to get this. Yep, we do. We do indeed. Levy Out. Yep. T Super. Big up. Thank you, buddy. Listen, it's not. Thankfully, people like myself have got a platform, and we use it, whether it's to talk about the football club or as I have done for the majority of my time on YouTube, on social media, is about this exact man and this exact issue, and it needs to be sorted. He needs to Pat, he woke up at 6 in the morning. Yeah, I tell you what, honestly, people to wake up to this news must be sickening. People were probably going to bed thinking, do you know what, tomorrow this could be the day. Waking up to this must be the worst thing ever. It really must. It's mate, what can we say? Saying Lee, do you know what? You're right. And Joe, we were all saying at the start of the season where he didn't look right. He looked upset. I think, Joe, when he said this wasn't my first option in his LA press conference, I'm now starting to think he wanted to stay. But he saw this shit coming this way. And he's like, no, I'm not staying here. I've won the trophy. I'm not doing this again. That's just my opinion. It's not factual or whatever. But you've never seen Sonny look that way, have you? Damn right, Eva, man. Damn right. Mate, do you know what? I can't remember if you were with us yesterday, Scott, but I've got about 58 movies I need to watch. I actually ended up catching up with EastEnders. I realised I've missed a week of EastEnders. So I was watching that yesterday. That's like me, Brian, 2 a.m., too angry to go to sleep. Yeah. Let's see, mate. Oh, Joe. But Joe, I think Man U want like £60 million for him. I just, how about it's out till Christmas? He'll make George, my man. This is it. We have to get out. We heard Charrington coming in. Donna Cullen out. Vinay in. All these subtle changes. And I'll tell you one thing, if they do, not that because I don't believe a word they say anymore, if they announce the investment within the first few weeks of the window closing, then it will just show you what this football club is all a goddamn about. It will just show you. Yeah, mate, David Ornstein once again. And that's it. And Joe, I've decided come January, I am not posting one tweet about transfers. I don't want to see it. I'm going to just go in, tweet whatever I need to do out. I'm not going to scroll for. I want to go back to the old days where literally when they held the shirt. That's it. Sky Sports News has had a mare this year. The ITKs have majority had a mare this year. This has just been an absolutely clusterfuck of a window. There's a Almzivi. Why did I just say Jack? Jack, buddy. Losing out on Eze Bad. The fact there's pretty much no chance we can sign any attacking midfielder or significant quality is worse. Going to be a half-hearted. You know what it is? We can all see it. We can all see it. And we all know what's going to happen. Exactly like Ben Brett has said. It is the same story. It is the same story. Yeah, we can take it. Mate, we are a banter club. I mean, we look at it days where we've sold Keane and Berbatov and replaced it with Fraser Campbell. Brought in players like Benjamin Stambouli when Poch wanted Morgan Schneiderlin. When we sold Kyle Walker for 50 million and spent over 120 million trying to get it right. When you have Brian Hill as your second longest serving player and you still can't get him out the door. I don't, you know what, there's so many. There's so many. Gibbs, I mean, it's just, which one, Charlie? I've done quite a few. Oh, if people haven't seen my tweet, I'm going to put the link to my tweet in. I need people, the good people of Twitter, to retweet a certain tweet. Where is it? Where is it? Where have I put it? Oh, I pinned it. That's why. It's already up to 1,500 likes, 391 retweets, but it needs more. So if you are on Twitter, let me come back into StreamYard. There is a link there. I've just seen on my WhatsApp, one of my dearest friends from the Scotland Yard, Ben, is watching. So big up to you, Ben. but you've just seen the tweet. If you follow me on Twitter, please just retweet that, like it, retweet it, whatever. Just get it as much exposure as possible. So yeah, the custodian of our football club. Yeah, tell you what, Bill Nick, do you remember that? An echo of glory and even in failure. Bill Nicholson, the fans of this football club is nothing without the fans. Andy Sinton. Jesus Christ, Andy bloody Sinton. Deary me. Sig Joe, listen. Big clubs go out and achieve and do things. Look at Liverpool as champions going out spending. The filth. Chelsea buying their 386 players. Yep, it will do, Max. But then you've actually got people going, yeah, but he didn't say what year. That's it. Didn't say what year. If you, Scott M, if you're still in it, I told Scott M, and I don't know how many people have seen it. And maybe don't watch it tonight if you haven't. But if you haven't watched the Newcastle documentary, go and watch the Newcastle documentary. And in the first 10 minutes, and even in the first episode, you'll feel physically sick that we have these guys. Just the way they speak about the club. Just how they talk about their intentions. Just about how they tried to bend over backwards to get Anthony Gordon. Yeah, TJ, don't believe a word of that. Because apparently we won't pay the £67 million that they are asking. And, you know, yeah, Ali Gold's not, they're all unhappy. Everyone is like, you are, people are like, you are fucked. Even people like Alistair Gold, who I do have a lot of time for. I have a lot of time for Ali Gold. People may not like his opinions or the way he writes or the way he brings news, but I have a lot of time for him. He's gone nuts, but still these people want to give credit and want to support and think that things are well. So Wolfie, big up. This go maybe just behind Judas. Yep. The thing is with the Campbell deal, it was Sugar and then Levy took over, and then it was Levy to deal with, and wouldn't get him to sign or couldn't get him to sign the contract. But this has been, like I said, let's just go back and repeat, a 12-week transfer window, and we've wasted 2 weeks in trying to or deciding whether to fire Ange or not. Another 2 weeks appointing Frank. 3 weeks with Morgan Gibbs White, and about a week and a half, let's say, with Eze. Although there's been, so out of a 12-week window, we have wasted 8.5 of it. 2/3 of the window we have wasted with Levy bullshit. Evening, buddy. Evening, Dave from the Scotland Yard. Yeah, and social media. We got, when there was no social media for Alan Sugar, the Fans United got together and got it out. Oh, mate, big time. So big time. It's gonna happen. I will get one to you, George. I will get one to you. I hope people, like, I can say I can't influence people, but I can with this platform. Why are people paying £90? Why are people paying the highest kits, the highest tickets? All right, there's Fulham. Why is it you guys that he's paying? He's getting rid of our history. All right, we've won the Europa League. He doesn't care. Yeah, we won't go for Lookman. Liao is gettable, but it'll be a huge transfer fee. We won't do it. His wages are very doable for us. Only on 132 grand a week, roughly, I think, euros. Simmons won't come. Olmo will be incredible. Paz is incredible, but he's young. And once again, it'll be in another couple of years. They'll be ready. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, mate, you just. I don't know whether it's a wise move that I go and watch that Gary Neville interview again tonight. I really don't know if it's a wise move, ladies and gentlemen, because I will come back and just go nuts. Yeah, listen. The more people, you got to remember, if I've been in that stadium before I stopped, and the amount of money being bought in beers and food and whatever, and obviously if you've got kids and they need to eat, that's understandable unless you buy them food outside, whatever. I'm telling you now, if let's just say 15% of the take-ins were down from the shop and the bars, they know about it. Then they will make a thing, and then if the kit sales drop in the club shop and merchandise, Nike aren't happy because they have quotas. It can have a huge impact. It would take time. It would take time to get done, but everything makes a difference. If targets aren't being met, Daniel Levy goes into hyperdrive. Got a new member. Oh, big up, Chris C from Toronto. Big up. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Welcome to the family. Appreciative. It can make a difference, honey. As Tesco would say, every little helps. Every little helps. Mental trauma, torture, crimes against the football team. Hello. Do you know what? It must have been hard. Well done to you. I don't know how long you had it for. People do have it for a long, long time. But I know a lot of people that are giving it up this year. A lot of people. At least I don't care about losing out on players, only us fans, yeah. You had one 15 years ago, East Lower. Yeah, I was in the Paxton Lower before I moved into the East Upper. You had it for 25 years. Hello, fair play to you. Fair play to you, because there's a lot of people that have it and they pass it down to their children, or this is their release. But it's just got to the point, hasn't it, Lolo? It really has. And to pay that kind of money for this this treatment is not on. So fair play to you, though. Hello. Fair play to you for sticking to your guns and do it. Yep, exactly. Exactly. It really is. It really is. They only care about it. That's all they care about. It's all they care. I think we've got a new member. We have Matt Johnson. Is that Matt Johnson as in my boy from the Scotland Yard, Matt Johnson? Has he put in a... It might be Matt Johnson from the Scotland Yard. It may not. But we shall see. So I've got a few of the Scotland Yarders here. This one, big country, you got to be very careful. Got to be very... It's been toyed about with so many times. But whether it would happen, and... Obviously, United done it with... what was his name? Weren't the Glazers? They... what was his name? Anyway, they went to Manchester United. It's a very, very... The way we looked at it, like the group I was with before Change for Spurs took over, it was that's where his family are. And there's got to be a cut-off. Like outside the training ground, fine. Outside Lilywhite House, fine. Outside and inside the stadium, the high road, fine. So that's where we were. There have been many times people have spoken about going there, but this is the thing as well, big country, Chris. The amount of times we try to arrange stuff at the stadium, at different parts of the stadium, but needed the numbers. So many people say they're going to come, and then they don't. Whether they had no intention of coming, and it was just them being silly buggers, or not even Spurs fans, I don't know. I don't think the house will happen. I know there's been banners outside it, but yeah, I don't know. Well, to me, fair game everywhere. Apart from where his wife is whatever. There's for me. Do I need to answer? I have a top. No, you don't. No, you don't, buddy. Carrot, big up to you. Mate, my pleasure. My pleasure. This is why I've been doing them, Carrick, so people like yourself and all over the world, because I know there's a lot of people that want to be a part of these streams and enjoy being part of the live streams. So it's only with me being on this time zone that we do it. So not only have we had two memberships, Matt Johnson has just given 5 memberships out. So if any of you have received it, please say thank you to Matt. And I'm just going to message my Matt to see if it is him. Matt Johnson, where is he? Where is he? Johnson, there he is. Are you watching me on YouTube? Okay, let's see if he gets back. Where were we? Where were we? Yup, it's him. It's my brother that's giving out members chat. So thank you, Matt. Everyone thank Matt. Model Matt, as we call him. Dresses up, mate, one of the most dapperest guys in a suit you'll see. Thank you very, very much. Whoever got the memberships, thank him. I have completely lost track of where we were. Where was I in this chat? There we go. So, oh yeah, we got up to Carrick. Carrick, like I was saying, honestly, my pleasure. I plan to do a lot more of these. This one was a complete last-minute spur of the moment because it was, do I go to bed angry or do I get it out here? And I went for the latter. And happy you could join us. Sammy, I can tell you that 80% of the people with season tickets in the West Stand by me are just families on day. Yeah, look, the thing you've got as well with it, has he just given another 5 memberships out? He has as well. Matt's just given 10 memberships out. So please make sure, people, that you are thanking him if you got one. Matt, thank you very much, buddy. Thank you very much. The West Stand is a tricky one, isn't it? Because the West Stand is the Levy stand. The West Stand is the premium, like the very expensive seats or whatever. And some of them are, listen, some of them have got so much money. It is, as much as it is the love that we have for the club, that's not the part of the game that they're interested in. It is very, very... Joe, I've got a guy, I can't remember his name. He might be in the chat. He was telling me he's got 4 tickets in the West Stand, but I can't remember where exactly. He pays £24,000 a year. Obviously, that's his choice. They're the price. But you pay £24,000 a year to see your football club act like this when it comes to spending the money that you pump in. The debts in this stadium that you're paying off, or the fans are paying off, whilst they just have loans and all the debt in Spurs' name, while they just pocket properties. You haven't been to the game since October 2019. Just one visit to check the new stadium out a few months after it opened. Yeah, I refuse, and I mean refuse to go into that stadium until he's gone. And at one point with Gibbs White, with Frank, I was on the cusp of going, do I go into a game and take one of Ben or Simeon's tickets and go in when they can't go to a game, but don't spend anything so I get to see Frank and Gibbs White? Or do I carry on? And I decided to carry on, and now I just simply will not. Until he leaves this football club, I will not step foot in there. Even if a minority takeover comes, even if naming rights come in, even if we start spending 200, 300 million on class players, nope. Yeah, listen, that's the thing, Bill. Everyone's got their own different circumstances. You know how you and I feel on this. You and I feel like this. It's a very hard thing to do because people do have this as their getaway from life. They do have it as their getaway from life. Yep, we are, Stephen, we are a joke club. We are a complete, total, utter joke club. Yeah, no one will. Yeah, I don't think that would work. I get what you're trying to say, Ansav, but I refuse to wear red for any reason. Any reason. Keith, you're in here. Keith, obviously, you know yours and my views. So, actually, Keith, how are you feeling today? Keith, how are you feeling today? Because we spoke on one of the last late night Lilywhites, and Keith and I were like, he doesn't agree with everything I say about Levy, but understands and appreciates the way I do it and why I do it. But I think this might be a wake-up call for people today. It might just be a moment where people go, Tottenham teacher, I know you're joking. Yeah, Dan, listen, we've just all got to get, all us YouTubers have got to just try and get together, or not get together, but promote the crap out of everything that goes out. Everything. I don't know who we get. I seriously don't know, but you just know. Sorry, I do know, but I don't know. But I know who we're going to try and make a last-ditch attempt for. And then it will be, you watch some of this fan base, oh, we've signed the next whoever youngster, he's going to be one that leads us in the next 2, 3, 4 years. Oh, this football club. Does the board actually have rules? Do you know what? You look at it, this board has 0 footballing people on it. 0. I guarantee, or I think I would, or not guarantee, but I'd pretty much guarantee if we had a technical director that was a football guy, an ex-Spurs player, someone that had worked within the game from a player side up and knows, like Van der Sar did at Ajax and other people, they would have been dealing with this. They would have been dealing with this, but no. No. This, the thing is, if you this is where you got everything we've done and we've tried to do, and I'm talking about the group that I did before Change for Spurs. It was never about vandalising. You vandalise and you do things like that, you're ruining it. You are absolutely ruining it. Under no uncertain circumstances should there be any vandalism, any violence, anything like that. Because the second you do that, you lose. The second you do that, any momentum you would have got. We had to stop when we tried to do something at a Crystal Palace game when we won 4-0. 1-4-0? Yeah, with Conte. A load of the group ours we've got together that were there ready to coordinate things. And then out of the blue somewhere over there, I'm not going to sing the song, but let's just say Jelly and Ice Cream. Which I never sing that song. I don't wish that on anyone. Things like that got tarred with us, and we had to go tell them to don't, because this is going to ruin everything we're trying to coordinate. So vandalism, death, or Jelly, you lose. This has got to be done smartly. There's a lot of anger at the moment. Oh my God, Matt, have you had a few drinks? Have you had a few drinks? Oh dear. Heading to Tottenham. I know you're heading, mate. You're heading to London for Toronto Spurs. Tottenham on tour gets my beer money that I'd pay for beer. That sounds, mate. Do you know what? I'll store this for you for when you come back to the yard. Oh, it says $10, not 40. My bad. I thought I could. I'm going blind. I am going blind. There you go. That's your. We'll save that for when you get back, Matt. We'll save it when you get back. A great, Michael Deli Ali. No. I would love it if we had Prime. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And this is the thing. We need to stop going back. And this isn't you, Mark. We need to stop going back and going, oh, let's bring him back for one. This club needs to move forward. This club needs to move forward. And it will not move forward by bringing in the old guard. It just won't work. Now I've got to find. All right, wait a minute. Where were we on the comments? Have I gone way past? Should have been. Was we there? Oh yeah, the banter. Yeah, Kamal, welcome, buddy. Yeah, join the club. I'm starting to calm down a bit, but I'm still raging internally. Daniel, this is. Oh, you changed your name to Dejected Spurs fan. You change your. You're changing it. So you've changed your name a few times. Brian, Your optimism even persuaded me to... Do you know what? Like I said, I'd like to apologise. I would personally like to apologise for me putting belief in anyone that this wank stain of an ownership will do the right thing on the football pitch. I really, really do apologise. We just got a new member again. Ian, welcome to the Tottenham on Tour family, which you've been a part of for a very, very long time anyway. Where was I? Yeah, Cabal, you're fuming. Final straw. Yeah, my optimism has gone. Apart from on the pitch with Frank, that's it. My optimism is on the pitch with Frank and his boys, and that's it. Anything else from this football club, I don't believe a goddamn word. Since the end of Poch era, in particular, the chaos. Well, we had him, didn't we? We had him. We didn't back him. He had 500 days without. Another thing, good record for the man. Let's not spend any money on a player when we have the best coach we've had and almost two genuine Premier League title charges in a Champions League final. That's not good enough to back. Mate, we were all stupid to believe. Big up Dan. Dan, obviously, you and I sometimes disagree on Levy sometimes, and again, this is it. Do you know what it is? And it's people like Daniel as well, who sometimes we don't see eye to eye on the ownership. But it's people like I can own up when I'm wrong and say I'm wrong, and people like Daniel and Kip from earlier can do, and that's what it is. It's the ultra aggressives that are on every side that ruins it. Mate, if you've got, you'd probably get a good return for them, and then you'd have nothing to do and associate with Levy, mate. Yep, he does. Hopefully, surely he has gone to bed tonight and he wakes up tomorrow fearing the optics of social media, of the mainstream media, because once again, Daniel Levy is going to dominate. Tomorrow, the headlines for Tottenham Hotspur won't be Daniel Levy has done well for the club. It will be Daniel Levy has screwed up yet another transfer negotiation. And Matt has just given another 5 memberships out. Matt has just given out 15 memberships and become a member himself and given a super chat. Matt, relax, bro. Relax. But thank you very, very much indeed for the support. I hope everyone has thanked Matt who got it. This is what the Canadians do. This is what the Scotland Yard crew do. Arden, how are you, buddy? I don't get why I don't get it why many of us don't turn up. I'll tell you what. So when I did the January transfer window under Conte, was it Conte? Yeah, it was Conte. There were about 4 or 5 of us that started, and we weren't even going to do it. But then we got to day 16 of the window of signing no one, and we thought, right, that's it. We're doing this. Got a lot of traction, good on social media. A lot of traction, bad, a lot bad. But with the people that I knew, got the BBC down there, got Sky cameras down there. Traction started growing and growing and growing. And then after that, they said, you need to do this at home games. You need to come to home games and arrange it. So we did it. No. They'll come there. They'd walk past the banners, have their pictures taken saying, go on, get him out. You go for it. Do it. And they were like, well, do you want to stand here and help us and support? No. Because we were so little, they didn't want to be targeted. You look at it, there's 62,500. Let's work this out. 62,500 fans in that stadium, roughly. Let's just take away 7.5. So that takes us down to 55,000. 7.5 being away fans, Levy and his cronies and VIP and all that and corporate. That's 55,000 fans. If only 10% of that 55,000 people, that's twice the amount from One Change for Spurs in one foul swoop. And I know for sure from the reactions you see there are more people in that ground that are Levy Out, but don't go to the marches or protest or whatever. Curly's just gifted a membership to someone as well now. So if you've just got one, thank Curly for the membership. Stuart, buddy, yet again, Levy penny pinches on deals when it's clear. What has there been an excuse that we haven't heard, a lie that we haven't been told, a broken promise that he's failed to deliver on? This stadium that has the A-star quality Beyonce, Guns N' Roses, Chris Brown, you know all the artists we've had there. Pink, who I adore. We've had them all. The boxing, the superstars there. The NFL. Tell me one top player that we've bought in that stadium. One. You could probably say Romero, actually. But I mean an elite star that's coming to this football club from that stadium. Just one. Yeah, exactly. There's just... George, thank you very much, buddy. Tottenham have upped their bid for 69. 1 million below the asking price. Mate, I mean, what I will say, if that's just come in, which I doubt at 3:30 in the morning back home, a few hours ago we wouldn't pay the 67. Now Man City wanted 67, and we wouldn't pay the extra 7 for the Morgan Gibbs White and Eze money. But now we'll pay 1 million less than the 70. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, buddy, I like I said, I'm not going to be going much longer. I'll probably be going another half hour, then I'm going to go to bed. I will be back again tomorrow night. If you want to come on tomorrow night, I'm going to put the link out. Dad, if you want to host this with me tomorrow, you're more than welcome, buddy. It's going to be a long one. Big up, right? Yeah, listen, everyone's fuming. Everyone is fuming right now. Like we said, there's no lies that we don't get fed. I've been drinking at the Scotland Yard now, and when I say drinking, I've been drinking there since I've been here for 7 years, 8 December. But for the time of that, like, been a regular, sat all around the place. But for the last couple of years, I have my table that I sit with Matt, who's giving all the super chat. There's Ben in the chat. There's Dave in the chat. Bobby K and his kids. Tom, I don't know if Tom's here. But we sit down and we always talk about it. And you'll have me and Ben that have always, and Nick, who's now back in London. And we'll sit here, and it's always been me and Ben going at Levy, going at Levy, going at Levy, going at Levy. And we have our debates, we have our fun and our banter. They all know I've got Levy Tourette's. When he comes on the screen, the pub goes quiet and I start every name under the sun. And there's people, we've just got to the point now that you see this guy, and he is an absolute vile human being, or football owner. I'm good apart from Daniel Levy, buddy. Apart from Daniel Philip Levy, don't blame Mr. Levy. It's not as easy as it looks. Harry. I will blame Levy. I will give you 25 years of transfers gone awry. And if it isn't easy to sign players, Harry, why did Arsenal get done in a day what we've taken 3 weeks for? Why a couple of years ago, and I'm just using the filth, and these are just recent ones. Why is it when I was driving with Ben Daniel to Manchester City away when we lost 4-2, the year they won the treble, We put in a £12 million bid for Leonardo Trossard. Brighton wanted 27 million. I got picked up in North London. As I got picked up in North London by Ben Daniel, driving up to Manchester. As we left my house, Arsenal were interested. By the time we'd got to Birmingham in under 90 minutes, Arsenal, here we go. I will not accept, tolerate, or allow people to say, don't blame Mr. Levy. It's not as easy as it looks trying to sign players. Because if you pay the money, you get the player. If you don't pussyfoot around, if you listen to your directors of football that all say they can't work with you, you get the player. I am done, Harry. I am done, and this isn't solely up to you. I am done at this bullshit excuse. Done with it. I am so done with any type of fucking excuse like this. It is bullshit. It is total, utter bullshit. Sunderland have gone and signed. I'll just give you, what's his name? Xhaka from Bayer Leverkusen. In you go. In you go. Sunderland. Remember now, Sunderland, who are doing a wonderful... We're trying to goddamn cut out our senior concessions. Sunderland are giving free season tickets until they die if they're 85 years old or over. Brentford. There you go, Brentford. Blacken left Brentford. Whilst Frank was still manager, little Brentford, who don't have the money Tottenham do, who don't pay the wages Tottenham do, went and got Kelleher out of Liverpool to the champions number 2, who could pretty much be a number 1 of most teams in the Premier League. And I'd probably say including Tottenham. It is bullshit. Yes, there are transfers that can be complicated. But if you think over 20 years, 25 years, and you want to still believe that that's the line you want to go with, fair play to you. Fair play to you. You're lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself. Big up, Brian. Rough day for us, but yeah, every fucking day. Every fucking day. We are, listen, I'd love to be. I'd love to be. I don't claim to be the business guru, but I'd have people doing the footballing part that could do it. I wouldn't be an egomaniac, control freak that thinks he knows best. We are, but listen, I keep saying it. Tottenham Hotspur are the Premier League's bitch. If you have a player that you need sold, just get Tottenham to do the work, and then the big team will come and take them for you. They'll get the negotiations done. Yep. Just like we did with Luis at Liverpool. That's what we did. Yep, good. But we don't have 70 million. Morgan Rogers. It's an absolute. Sorry, I've got time for Paul O'Keefe. Don't believe. Not him. It's not. I don't believe Paul O'Keefe. Paul O'Keefe's sources said that we had a verbal agreement and it was going ahead with. Listen, the ITK's had, like I said, Paul O'Keefe. It's Tottenham. If we find 70 million, we wouldn't pay 68 million of Eze's release fee, the player that we wanted. We wouldn't pay the 60 million for Morgan Gibbs-White, the first choice, but now we're going to go drop 70 million for the third choice, but we won't pay the desired price for our first and second choice. Is there anyone around who could not dislike Levy after being locked for a day? Mate, honestly, I'd love to be locked in a room with him. I would love to be locked in a room with him. Which is, I would, mate, come on, you need to get, where in Canada are you? Or do you go? Have you been to the yard? I don't know why I'm thinking you've been to the yard. Big up, Brian. Hope to catch a game at the yard soon. Get your ass down there, Manny buddy. Get your ass down there. Yeah, so there you go. If that's listen, this will be the next one that we just drag along because they're very clever now. This is the one that will drag along till Manchester City. And sections of this fan base will go, oh, look, we're doing something about it. We're going for Morgan Rogers. We're going for Morgan Rogers. But then after Man City, when that busts in the final week of the window. But we're going for that one. Elliot, who fucking knows? Listen, here he is. It is big up, Keith. The only silver line I see from this, and it's not a silver lining for Tottenham Hotspur, is that everyone is laughing at Levy this time. Yep. Keith, you're right. You're right, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't believe it for a second. Paul, believe that his sources are going there. We ain't paying it. We ain't paying it. There'll be some complications. Wage. Yeah. Rabbit, you're right. You're absolutely fucking right. And you know what, guys? On that note, I'm going to wrap it up because I am exhausted. But we will be going again tomorrow. We will be going again tomorrow. We've got. Oh, 1 second. We've got Matt Johnson. Oh, buddy, do you know what? With what you've been doing, I'll allow it. Oh, and he's left another one. We met. Yep. See, there we go. Matt and I, and Matt has a particular way on Twitter, and he does like to bite, or he does like to rage bait. But we met because of when I was in England. He's a member of Toronto Spurs. Like, have I not known you? But yeah, we are now very, very good friends. Always sit next to each other at game day. Unfortunately, he won't be with us on Saturday because it's his parents' birthday. So happy birthday to your parents, buddy. Then you're in England. But thank you, everyone, for the super chats. There will be more content tomorrow. We will be back at 9 o'clock in the morning, Canadian time, which is 2 p.m. 2 p.m. UK time. That's what I was trying to say. This was a last-minute show, so I apologise. It's not going to be the normal 3-hour one, but we will do a 3-hour one tomorrow. And I think I'm going to have Danny with me. So I will say, everybody, for the last time, if you can like the stream, if you haven't liked it, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because we're going to try and push this channel out as much as we can this season. I'm not even this isn't about Thomas Frank right now, so I will just say like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, Levy out. Fuck you, ENIC.